Going on, everyone? It's Yeaton here. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If this is an audit, if you're listening to my podcast, make sure to rate this 5 stars and subscribe. Also, shoot me a text to join my community and everything. You can do that at 207-222-7589. Also, one other thing you should know before we get started about how to live life a little bit more simple and how that will make you a hell of a lot more productive is, you know that I'm all for the hustle, right? So later this afternoon, I'm going to be making cold calls, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to earn new business. Hopefully, if anyone answers the phone. But I'm leaving voicemails at the very minimum, right? But realistically, I don't really like to rely on prospecting and scripts, because if those calls don't go well, you're out of luck, and if I can't make the calls because there's a life emergency, there's something going on, a client needs something, in a couple months I'll have my first child, so if my kid needs something and I just can't make calls that day, I miss out on any leads, right? Well, there is a service to be able to help this, and it's called Carrot, and this is why Carrot is amazing. So for all you real estate agents and investors out there, what Carrot offers is it streams and organizes leads every single morning from your website, and it provides you a website that will help produce organic leads. So it takes a few months, depending on your area. It will take anywhere from a month to 9 months for it to fully kick in. So this is only for those those professional agents and investors, those that are actually serious about their life, right? But with that, when it starts kicking in, you will start seeing every morning 1, 3, 5, 10 new leads every single day, Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, all of it, right? It's amazing. They also have an endless library of how to produce SEO content, what to write about. They also provide you SEO content that's already optimized for SEO. So if you don't have time to write or whatever, you don't have to worry. And it really helps you get off of that hamster wheel that I was originally talking about. So in order to get Carrot, just go to JakeTrustsCarrot.com. It is an affiliate link, just know that. But go to JakeTrustCarrot.com to start building a lead generation machine of a website. Again, go to JakeTrustsCarrot.com. That's JakeTrustsCarrot.com. So, how does living a simple life help you, right? Well, let's hear. Maybe you never heard of the term simple living, or maybe you're burnt out right now and are looking to make life a little simpler. Well, let's first go through the reasons of why you would want a simpler life, right? Because we're all for hustling real estate deals and being real estate investors and investing and all this stuff. But you want more time with your friends and family, clearly. Wouldn't it be great to be able to spend more time with them? Well, a simplified life does not mean you work less, by the way, but a simplified life, it will free up time in your day, because your day is a hell of a lot more productive. Therefore, the time available on the weekends with your long lost family and friends, you may be able to reduce your work hours in a way so you can actually spend more time with them, right? The next is less cleaning. Let's be real. We all hate cleaning. I know that I'm constantly cleaning crap and mopping and vacuuming and all this other stuff. So the less you have, the less you have to clean. It's a breeze to keep clean services clean when they don't have piles of stuff on them. My wife and I are going through each and every room throughout every weekend, just a couple of rooms per weekend, to declutter the house, organize it. Bed Bath & Beyond is our best friend right now. And this will help us to get on a cleaning schedule every weekend and throughout the week, to be able to just keep it clean in a very simple and non-stressed way. Next is you have more time to serve others. So if you want to serve at your local humane society, church, non-for-profit, school, coaching, sport, whatever it is, you'll have more time for that. It will actually save you more money because A simplified life is really just a structured life, really. And if your life is very structured and orderly, you know, you'll like know your budget. On to the cleaning thing, you'll have fewer misplaced items because your life is a lot simpler. You'll also have much better health, at least mental health, because you won't be frantically running around everywhere as much. So you'll be able to more calmly do activities. And you possibly might have more time to pursue the things that actually interest you, right? So if you're in the real estate game because it was the best option you had and it can make a lot of money, but you have other interests, this is a way for you to be able to slowly be able to make money off of all those interests, because you can really make money off of any interest you possibly have via YouTube. Anyway, if you've been contemplating a simpler life, here are some tips that I have found that have definitely helped me, and stuff. So leave me a comment below, also to let me know if these tips work for you, or just shoot me a text again at 207, I just got the numbers, so forgive me, 207-222-7589. Okay, first tip, and there's a lot of them, and I don't know how many there are. Anyway, lay out your clothes for the week. This is something that I did. So let's see here. Underwear, socks, undershirt, right? Those are like the staples for any outfit, whether it's jeans and a t-shirt or a suit, whatever it is. I have a Ziploc bag, right? Like one of those like gallon bags, and I got 7 of them. I punctured holes in all of them, just one hole, so you can put it through a coat hanger. I'll make a video explaining this in the future. And then you just put your socks, shirt, and and underwear in each one of those. You hang those up. Actually, you don't hang those up yet. You then put this is for guys, so for girls, alternate it for you, but you then put your shirt on the coat hanger. You flip your pants over the coat hanger, your belt if you have one. If you have any accessories, you plop those in the bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have your entire day done. If you match shoes with that, I don't have a solution for you. I have 2 pairs of shoes. I have one for my jeans and one for my suit, and then I have slippers, and the slippers are for inside. So I don't really have an option for that, or a helpful tip for that, but there's 1. 2, get up 20 minutes earlier. Don't try to get up at 4 a.m. or 3:50 and be like Tim Cook or whatever. Just get up 20 minutes earlier. That's all you really need. You'll be surprised at how much that helps you. Be 10 minutes early for every single meeting and appointments. If you're a real estate agent and you're late to your appointments, like, have a look in the mirror. You suck at your job, but like, get much better at that. You should definitely be early and look at the house, especially if you've never seen the house before. Go in the house and have a quick tour, at least of yourself. Make sure that there aren't squatters or mice or rats or bats or anything in the house. Like, you really, but one quote that really stuck with me throughout my life is through John D. Rockefeller, which he said he hated being late, and he hated people being late to his appointments even more, because you're stealing another person's time, and you really are. It's extremely selfish to come to appointments, to show up to appointments, to show up to meetings, to show up to anything late. If you show up to like internal personal scheduling things that don't matter a lot, you think don't matter a lot to you, they do, because you're stealing your own time away. Why would you be like, if you said like at noon I want to be I'm making this up, at noon I want to do emails until 1, and you decide, nah, I'll just start emails at 12:30. You just stole, assuming you do emails for an hour, you just stole a half an hour out of your life. Like, that's not fair to you. So next, single task stuff. Don't be multitasking. It never works. It just doesn't. Just single task things, do things correctly. Next, ask yourself, like, why am I keeping things extremely simple, right? Or rather, am I keeping things extremely simple? And if you're not, try to understand why you're not. There's a simple, non-lazy way to do things that will get things done good enough. Also ask yourself, will this matter 5 years from now? There are tasks that we have to do every day that blah, 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 that this doesn't apply to, but there are like big projects that we might want to do that, or opportunities, or even dating, where we should really think like, does this matter 5 years from now or 5 weeks from now? Like, for example, for dating, having a fling for 5 weeks to me is, and if you're one of those types that wants to get married and settle down, you're stealing time and opportunity away from you, because you don't know, in those 5 weeks your soulmate could have found someone else on OkCupid or whatever, and they're off the market. Like, you really got to think of things like that. Or if you're gonna start consulting for like Pampered Chef, or I don't know, like a vitamin company or something, really think, is it realistic in 5 years that it's gonna help you? If it is, do it. But if it's not, don't do it just because you're bored. You're making your life more difficult than it needs to be. Buy things with the money you have earned and saved. Avoid getting into any type of debt, except for a mortgage. And even if you can pay cash for that, pay cash for a mortgage. Really, I mean, it should be obvious, but it's crazy how much people spend on credit cards, Affirm, stuff like Affirm, car loans, stuff like that. Like, I understand, like, if you need to do if you're not at a point in life where you have a lot saved up, but don't get in the habit of getting into debt. You're just stressing yourself and your spouse and your kids out. Like, don't do that. Learn a few recipes and cook. It really isn't that hard. There's a lot of recipes online that you can do in like prep time and cooking, 10-15 minutes. Oh, this is not here. Get an Instant Pot. Mind blowing. It'll change your life. Next thing, write things down, even, or type them out on your phone, just as things happen. You may think like, oh, well, I'll remember that later, and you won't. Like, let's just be realistic. So help yourself out. Write it down. Most of what you write down probably will be useless, but there's going to be those few things that you really needed to remember, like really good ideas or things you had to do and you just didn't write them down, and now they're gone forever. Also, remember that life is a lot larger than you may think it is. You don't know everything, and you are not always right. There's various reasons why people do things. So remembering this, it will make things easier to learn and to empathize, especially as a real estate agent. You're a salesperson, and as a salesperson, you have to understand why does this couple want this big house for themselves compared to why does this big. Let's assume that let's assume that both of these couples make the same, and they have the same, like, they're financially the exact same, but one couple has 3 kids, the other couple has no kids and don't want any kids. This couple wants a big house. This couple wants a small, tiny house. Why? Understand where they're like coming from. These people want to do the Dave Ramsey thing, which is the better idea, but they want to do Dave Ramsey stuff, and they want to be, your next door millionaires and live frugally. These people want to go all out and spend a bunch of money to impress people, it sounds like. And if that's your clientele, you want to go after them and understand these people want to keep up with the Joneses, so show them those kind of homes. These people want functional homes that will do its job enough as cheap as possible. Show them those homes, right? So understanding life will help you a lot. Same with like customer support, your everything. Go grocery shopping once a week and try to do it online. I've heard things online of people making fun of like Walmart Plus. I actually think Walmart Plus is better than Amazon Prime, to be honest, because if you shop on Walmart Plus, right, and you just pick up your groceries, imagine how much time and stress that saves you. You don't gotta park. I mean, you have to park your car, but not really. You don't have to find a parking spot. You don't have to deal with other people. You don't have to deal with lines. You don't have to deal with running around Walmart trying to find your product. Like, it's all done for you. So be kind. Even though it technically won't make your life more it will make your life more productive, because if you're like all grumpy and stuff, and you're just grumpy at people, it starts festering in other parts of your life that you're not aware of. Anyway, next up, write shorter emails. You don't need to write me a whole freaking paragraph. 1 to 5 sentences is enough. Also, this is from Elon Musk. Make use of bold, capitalized, and underlining. Apparently, Elon Musk will write emails that are half a sentence, and certain things will be bolded, and those things are important. So make sure you do that. On the emails, batch your time, or not batch it, but 1 hour per day. Get the inbox 0 and don't look at your emails for the rest of the day unless like they're having to do with like a buyer's contract or something. Anyway, that's really about it. Make sure to exercise every week, which is obvious. Stop trying to please everybody, and stop trying to do things perfectly. This one I've seen a lot, and I'm very guilty of this, but don't try to do everything perfectly because you won't. Just do things good enough, and you'll be surprised of how much more you can get done per day. So yeah, focus on that. Anyway, before we end this, I do have a quick ad again. Make your life simpler, right? We just talked about Carrot before. It will make your life a lot simpler. Carrot kind of is like your IT department for your website, and it will help you get like leads, so you don't have to always be on the hamster wheel. Well, if you want some content, or if you want a lot of content written, we're written for you and such. Make sure to check out Bubbles. That's BUBBBLS.link. So I started Bubbles to actually help small businesses improve their online status. I've seen that this works out for literally every business that tries it. And it's amazing to me how many small businesses just downright have terrible copy on their website, so they never rank in Google or Bing. They have no blog content, and they use the internet as simply just a business card. Well, again, you're stealing from yourself because it doesn't take much time, and if you have money to hire, like for example, Bubbles and do Carrot, it takes virtually no time to really do all of that stuff. You just have to follow up with the leads, which you should be doing anyway. So rather than using the internet to grow their businesses, they just kind of just use it as a way to just say like, look, we're here. That's it. So don't be that person. Take SEO serious, and leave your competition behind you. For as low as $48, you can get started with Bubbles. So go to bubbles.link and don't get left behind. Again, that's Bubbles, BUBBLES.link. I think I said 3 B's, it's not. Go to BUBBLS.link to don't get left behind, right? So that was about it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Shoot me a text at 207-222-7589 to join my community. For those audio listeners out there, rate this 5-star and subscribe. If you don't like the podcast or whatever, shoot me a text at 207-222-7589 or an email at hello@jayyeaton.com and tell me what complaints you have. For those YouTubers out there, hit that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram. Just very simply search for Yeaton, and that's it. All right, until next time, bye-bye.